back. Mike Robert here. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to like and subscribe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about creating landing pages when running ads on social media. These landing pages are very short, like you saw maybe in my previous videos, and we're going to talk about a little of the psychology and why these pages convert very, very well. Now, if you're running ads, let's say on Facebook or Instagram, one of the things that they offer is you can create lead forms, and a lead form is essentially an on Facebook form. There are pros and cons to that, right, with anything. And many of the pros are you can get people to, you can typically in the beginning generate more leads quicker, because all it is in many instances is someone clicking, let's say, learn more, filling out some information and hitting submit. They don't actually have to leave the platform. Now, one of the downsides to that is that the person's attention span may not necessarily be immediately focused on what they're doing in full. They could just be doing it out of the moment. Maybe your ad caught their attention and they were just, let's say, super excited, for instance. And because of that, they took action. Now, when you go to follow up with them, maybe they're not around. So one of the things that we do, or they forgot or they're not interested, right? One of the things that we've done is we typically will have one or two questions, one being a multiple choice, the other being a short form question that they have to fill out to just slow them down a little bit so that they are a little bit more focused on what they're doing. This works very, very well. However, there are some businesses that still want to send traffic off of Facebook. Now, from a pixel standpoint and a data standpoint, there are many pros to doing that. Number one, as you're seeing here with this landing page, we want to be able to tell Facebook data about what is happening. And if you have a brand new pixel, it does take a little bit of time to warm up the pixel. And oftentimes we will tell a client in the immediate, let's spend, let's say, 50 or $100 right away to get some clicks right on this page so that we can start getting data. Now, the way that this page is designed is it's designed for the user to click one of these buttons, and we ask them a very basic question. So let's just say this is for a roofing company. We want to know right away, do you have any roofing issues? We don't necessarily need to go into the specifics of what that is just yet. We just want to know what that could look like. And the reason for that is if they click yes or not sure, which this button right here is, probably would make it a slightly different color, but this button right here is intentionally designed to essentially push the person who is very, very, let's say, nervous, unsure. They don't looking at your website like, what is this, right? And they're just like, I don't know, maybe I have a problem, or I think I have a problem, but I don't want to overcommit and say I have a problem and have someone come to my home just yet. Let me just see what this is and learn a little bit more. And by them doing that, we are essentially going to create a pixel that tells Facebook if the person clicks one of these two buttons, they're a lead. If they click this button, they're not a lead, right? There's no conversion metric here, right? And then we have some testimonials down here, and then we have our Facebook disclaimer. So this is stuff that you have to put on the landing page. I didn't put it in there. You can grab that online. I wouldn't put this many testimonials on the first page because it's not needed. What's needed is an action. What's going to happen here is that we are essentially creating a quiz where the person will go through, let's say, one or two, maybe three questions that are very basic, right, that we would consider a qualified lead, right? And so, for instance, do you have any roofing issues? Yes. The next question can be, maybe 4 multiple choice questions about the most common. If there's more in that space that you want to add, maybe you can have 6. What is the roofing issue, or does your roofing issue fit one of these? And then they select it. And then you can have at the end of that a very basic call to action that says, awesome, listen, right now our team is going to be serving or doing estimates in your area. If you'd like, you can set up a free, no cost, 100% free, no obligation estimate. And all you have to do is fill out your information and one of our staff members will follow up with you. And that would be the actual final, what counts as a conversion on Facebook, right? So we are basically tracking these buttons, not as conversions, but we're just tracking them as metrics. And then when they get to the end and they hit that last page, that will be our conversion page. That, boom, we have an action here. So this is essentially how you would do it at the highest quality. Just remember that if you have a brand new pixel, right, or not enough data, it will take a little bit of time for something like this to warm up. So going back to the original where I said what would be better, well, what would be better is up to your business. If your biggest concern is getting leads right away, I would go with a lead form. And if you have a salesperson or a sales team that can follow up with your leads and they're very consistent, then your lead form should work very well for you. If you're someone that says, hey, I want to spend, let's say, $5,000 and I want to warm this thing up and I want it to run, then I would say, oh, great. In the very beginning, let's spend a little bit more money. Let's get that pixel going very quickly. And then from there, we can create a quiz similar to this. And again, this is a very basic quiz, as you can see. There's nothing really on this page. You can enhance it with some colors and such. I would not go crazy with a lot of images because that will slow your page down. But you can enhance it with those things if you like. This works very well, just so you know. Again, landing pages are very basic pages that get the job done. People sometimes go overboard with them with a bunch of pictures and think customers need to see this and that, and it's not needed. I would say on the thank you page or the page right before, like the lead form page, now when they're giving up personal information, then yes, maybe if you're a general roofer or contractor, or if show your team, show yourself, right? Show a picture maybe with your family if you want to advertise and market that way. Show some of your testimonials. All of that will go on that page where this person is looking to give you information because they have an interest in getting an estimate and such. Now you want to make sure that you increase their trust with you. Yes, absolutely. But on the very first page, it could be a lot for someone who is not 100% sure. And what we want to do is we want to collect data. So we want to get the person to really click one of these buttons. Now, a thing you can test is this question, right? If you're in the roofing business, maybe there's a better question or another way you can rephrase this question, right? That will spark something from a lot of people. Okay, great. For instance, is your home older than 5 years or older than 10 years? If you know a storm just came through the community or the area you're in, has your storm recently been affected, or was there a storm, right, recently in your area? And what this will do is maybe you're running an inspection, right? An inspection offer. So you say, yes, you know there was a storm. You're running the ad. You live in the area. Oh, yes, there was a storm. Oh, so the person is going to hit yes. They're not going to hit not sure unless, who knows, maybe they were stuck in an office. They didn't notice it. So they hit yes. This is a psychology again. They hit yes. Then you have another question. Do you have any, loose shingles that you're aware of? Now the not sure is a great follow-up question in that part. So they'll have yes, not sure, no, or you can do maybe, right? You can change that language. This is, again, the psychology that goes into generating the lead. It's just language. And then from there, you can say, well, listen, right now, some other, on the final page, because this is almost a certain thing in many areas where there's a strong storm, especially here in Florida. If a strong hurricane comes through, I mean, a powerful one, especially in hurricane season, it's very likely that there could be some damage, especially if your home is older than 5-10 years, because the heat really beats on the material, and obviously the weather. So those are some things that you can help them and offer them a free inspection, right? They can sign up. You have people that will be in their area this week, for instance, doing other estimates, things of that nature. And on that last page, again, you can put a video. So that page you can include more. Why? Because this person's attention is more is focused on what they're doing. On top of that, you're looking to build that trust with them. So on that page, you'll have your big call to action. Awesome. Get your free 100% inspection as an example. You'll have your contact form where you want their name, email, phone number, the city that they're in, and then you want to add some more testimonials, pictures of your team, your crew, your accreditations, right? Are you BBB accredited and all that type of things? And then if you want to, you don't need to, but if you want to, you can even, if you have a video, let's say on YouTube about your company, put a nice video there, boom. And so that person, when you call, that person is going to be very interested in setting up with you. All right. So I appreciate you guys being here. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next video.